May is Military Appreciation Month, and a number of companies and organizations are highlighting their efforts in helping service members and veterans. One of those companies is Overwatch, which offers construction professional services, talent acquisition, and general contractor for the mission-critical infrastructure industry. Here to talk about this further is the CEO of Overwatch and U.S. Navy nuclear submarine veteran Kirk Offel. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Stephanie. I'm excited to be here.
How is Overwatch commemorating Military Appreciation Month this year?
Yeah, we try to celebrate that month every month. This month is unique and special. A good friend of mine, Mike Sorelli, very famous former Navy SEAL, is launching a movie called 777, and it's a movie that's designed to honor the fallen. And he started this movie and launched it in New York last week. And we've been helping them push it. They're on the 5th market. I think they're going to LA today. And it's an incredible movie. It's a beautiful story. It brought me to tears, and it really inspired me a lot about the resiliency of the American fighting soldier and sailor and airman. It's incredible. And next month, we're actually doing Anchors of Hope. So we start on the 80th anniversary of D-Day, June 6th. And we're going to run that all the way through Patriots Day. So there's about 98 days in which we just try to open the aperture, and we try to recruit as many veterans as we can and encourage as many companies building data centers to hire as many veterans as they can in that window.
And going off of what you just said, can you discuss the significance of veteran-owned businesses in the U.S. economy?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's stunning. After World War II, nearly 50% of all companies that were started by veterans. That number has dropped by about 90%. So typically, the numbers are between 4.5% and 5% of all businesses are started right now by veteran entrepreneurs. And it's unfortunate because veterans typically join the military not to make money, but to make a difference. And when they come out of the military, they want to do something that's significant, that falls along the same lines. My purpose as a business is just to hire as many soldiers, sailors, and airmen as I can, get them jobs of meaningful significance within an industry that's starving for them, loves them, and finds a lot of value in them. We get to build the sky for the cloud. We build the home for AI. The mission critical industry used to be measured in downtime, but if you're a soldier, sailor, and airman, you already have mission critical experience, except you measure it in your own mortality. So we welcome those people, and we're trying to get as many veterans into this industry as we can.
And as mentioned, you're a veteran yourself. What challenges do veterans face in transitioning to civilian employment, particularly in the data center industry? Tell us more about that.
Yeah, there seems to be a misconception with our civilian counterparts. They think that when we leave the fleet and we go into the civilian fleet, we lack quote unquote experience. And like I said, the industry itself, as you said, was called mission critical. People don't know what that is, but it's measured in downtime. We build data centers. We build the engine for all of the cloud. We build the sky for the cloud. We build the home for AI. Every technology application we use revolves around this technology. And the experience that veterans have is they're so used to having such a stronger emotional range because they're dealing with life and death. Whereas in this case, we're just dealing with technology's capabilities and limitations. But there's a huge pent-up demand for emerging technologies, mainly driven by the surge of AI and the adoption rate of AI. But there's so much demand for technology now that experience is really the value of experience is really with your ability to be creative. And veterans, soldiers, sailors, and airmen are pressure tested throughout their entire duration in the military to learn and to lead.
And going off of that point again, what barriers do veterans encounter, for example, when attempting to access capital for their businesses?
Yeah, that's a good question. We kind of see that playing out throughout the industry right now. I think that again, it goes back into it's an industry that less than 1/2% of the U.S. population has joined the military. And it's a very small group of people that understand what that means. So they have a hard time. The other 95.5% of the U.S. population have a hard time understanding what our experience is as it transitions or dovetails out of the military ranks and into the civilian community. We have the ability to come in early, stay late, volunteer for the hardest jobs. We're trained on advanced weapons, machinery, and technology. And the military dumps thousands of dollars, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, into our training. We have to find a way to get corporate America, and 80% of corporate America doesn't even have a veteran-owned initiative. We have to convince these people that the experience that we have means something. I think there was a time in the world in which a lot of people only looked at college as a plan A, and the military was only a plan B. But we send our kids to college to go get degrees so they could get better jobs. We're trying to encourage people to go send their kids into the military because they could transition out of the military and use that skill set. Is it good enough to go raise capital to build their own businesses or to start their own businesses as subject matter experts?
Absolutely. And Overwatch is helping in the mental health and vocational training of veterans during their transition to the civilian life. Where can our viewers go to learn more about you and your organization?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking. You can find us online. We are Overwatch.com. We are Overwatch.com, and we're here to stop the cycle of suicide within the veteran community. We feel like the only way we could do that is providing them a job.
Absolutely. Again, the CEO of Overwatch and U.S. Navy nuclear submarine veteran Kirk Offel, thank you again for your time.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. Honored to be here.
Thank you.